Sultan Kosen is known as the tallest living man in the world. He was born in Turkey in 1982. Today, millions of people know him because of his incredible height. Sultan has a condition called gigantism. This condition caused his body to keep growing much more than normal. As a child, Sultan was not very different from other children. He went to school and lived with his family in a small village. But as he grew older, his height increased very quickly. Soon, he became much taller than his classmates and neighbors. Simple things started becoming difficult. Finding clothes and shoes that fit him was almost impossible. Because of his height, Sultan had to leave school early. He wanted to continue his education, but daily life became harder and harder. Walking long distances was painful. He often needed special equipment to help him move around. Even entering a normal car or passing through a doorway could be a challenge. Sultan's condition also affected his health. His body was under a lot of pressure because of his size. For many years, doctors tried to help him. Eventually, he received treatment that helped stop his unusual growth. This changed his life in important ways. Despite his struggles, Sultan never gave up. He worked with his family on their farm and tried to live as normally as possible. Over time, people from all over the world became interested in his story. He traveled to many countries and met thousands of people. His name was officially recorded as the tallest living man. Fame brought both good and bad moments. Many people wanted photographs with him, but living with such a rare condition was still difficult. Sultan often speaks about the everyday problems he faces. Buying furniture, traveling, and even sleeping comfortably can be challenging. Still, Sultan remains positive. He has used his fame to tell people about his life and his condition. His story is not only about being tall, it is also about adapting to a world that was not built for someone like him. Today, Sultan Kosen continues to inspire people across the world. His journey shows that even when life brings unusual challenges, strength and determination can help a person move forward. Jyoti Amge was born in India in 1993. She is famous for being the world's shortest living woman. Jyoti has a condition called achondroplasia, which affects bone growth and keeps a person much smaller than average. When Jyoti was a child, her family noticed that she was growing differently from other children. While her friends became taller every year, Jyoti stayed very small. Doctors later explained that she had a rare condition that would affect her entire life. Growing up was not easy. Many everyday activities were difficult. Chairs, tables, and even stairs were made for people much taller than her. Jyoti often needed help with simple tasks. Yet, she refused to let her size stop her from enjoying life. As she became older, people in her community became curious about her. Some stared at her in public, others asked many questions. Living with so much attention could be uncomfortable, but Jyoti learned to stay confident. Her life changed when the world discovered her story. She was officially recognized as the shortest living woman. News channels and television programs invited her to share her experiences. Suddenly, people from many countries knew her name. Jyoti had always dreamed of becoming an actress. She worked hard to make that dream come true. Over the years, she appeared in television shows and traveled around the world. One of her most famous roles came when she appeared in an international television series. For Jyoti, acting was more than a job. It was proof that she could achieve her goals despite the challenges she faced. Daily life is still not simple for her. Many places are not designed for someone of her height. She often needs special furniture and support from family members. However, Jyoti continues to live with energy and determination. She has become a symbol of courage for many people. Her story reminds us that success is not measured by height. It comes from confidence, hard work, and the willingness to keep going. Today, Joti Amge continues to inspire millions around the world. Her small size made her famous, but her strong spirit is what people remember most. Lalit Patidar comes from India and is known around the world because of an extremely rare condition called hypertrichosis. This condition causes an unusual amount of hair to grow on the body and face. Because of this, Lalit's appearance is very different from most people. From a young age, Lalit attracted attention everywhere he went. People stared at him in markets, on the streets, and at school. Many had never seen anyone with such a condition before. For Lalit and his family, dealing with this attention was not always easy. Childhood can be difficult for anyone who looks different. Other children sometimes asked questions or reacted with surprise. Some people were afraid because they did not understand his condition. Lalit had to learn how to live with the opinions of others at a very young age. Hypertrichosis is extremely rare. only a small number of cases have been reported around the world. Because the condition is so unusual, many people know very little about it. Doctors continue to study it, but there is still much that scientists do not fully understand. Despite the challenges, Lalit has continued his education and daily life. Like many children, he enjoys spending time with friends and family. He also enjoys sharing parts of his life with others. As more people learned about him, his story began spreading across the internet and news programs. For Lalit, everyday activities can sometimes become difficult because of the reactions of strangers. Going outside often means answering questions or dealing with unwanted attention. Yet he continues to move forward with confidence. His story has helped many people understand that being different does not make someone less valuable. People around the world have become interested not only in his appearance, but also in his personality and experiences. Because Lalit is still young, not much is publicly known about what he plans to do in the future. However, his story has already had an important impact. He has shown millions of people that kindness and understanding matter more than appearance. Lalit Patidar's life is a reminder that rare conditions affect real people with dreams, feelings, and hopes for the future. Behind the headlines is simply a young person trying to live a normal life. Winnie Harlow is a model from Canada who became famous around the world because of her unique appearance and her success in the fashion industry. She has vitiligo, a condition that causes patches of skin to lose their color. Winnie was born in 1994. She discovered her condition when she was very young. As she grew up, the light patches on her skin became more noticeable. School was often difficult. Some children did not understand her condition and treated her badly. Being different made Winnie feel lonely at times. She faced bullying and harsh comments from other students. There were moments when she lost confidence and wondered whether people would ever accept her. But she refused to let those experiences define her future. As she became older, Winnie started to see her appearance in a different way. Instead of hiding her skin, she decided to accept it. She began sharing photos and telling people about her life with vitiligo. Her big opportunity came when she entered the world of modeling. At first, many people believed that someone with vitiligo could never succeed in fashion. The industry often focused on very narrow ideas of beauty. Winnie wanted to challenge those ideas. Her career soon took off. She appeared in magazines, fashion shows, and advertisements. Millions of people admired her confidence. For many, Winnie became much more than a model. She became a symbol of self-acceptance. Living with vitiligo still brings challenges. Strangers sometimes ask personal questions or make comments about her skin. But Winnie uses her voice to educate people. She explains that vitiligo is not dangerous or contagious. It is simply a condition that changes the color of the skin. Over the years, Winnie has inspired people from many backgrounds. Some also live with vitiligo. Others struggle because they feel different in some way. Her message is simple. People should not be judged by their appearance. Today, Winnie Harlow continues to work in fashion and speak about confidence and acceptance. Her journey proves that the things that make us different can also become our greatest strengths.
Nick Vujicic was born in Australia in 1982 with a rare condition called tetraamelia syndrome. He was born without arms and legs. When his parents first saw him, they were shocked. Doctors had not expected his condition, and nobody knew exactly what his future would look like. Nick's childhood was filled with challenges. Simple activities such as eating, getting dressed, and moving around required extra effort. He often depended on his family for help. School was also difficult. Some children stared at him, while others did not know how to treat him. As he grew older, Nick struggled with feelings of sadness and loneliness. He wondered why he was different from everyone else. There were times when he felt hopeless. But with the support of his family and friends, he slowly began to change his way of thinking. Nick realized that he could still live a meaningful life. He learned to do many things on his own. He figured out how to write, use a computer, and even swim. Step by step, he became more independent. When he was a teenager, Nick discovered that his story could help other people. He started speaking in schools and sharing his experiences. His message was powerful. He told people that difficulties do not have to stop them from living their dreams. Over time, Nick became one of the world's best-known motivational speakers. He traveled to many countries and spoke to huge audiences. Millions of people listened to his talks and read his books. His story touched people from different cultures and backgrounds. Daily life still presents challenges. Many tasks require planning and patience. But Nick continues to show that physical limits do not always define a person's future. He has built a career, started a family, and inspired countless people around the world. Nick often says that happiness does not come from having a perfect life. Instead, it comes from accepting challenges and continuing to move forward. His journey is not simply about living without arms and legs. It is about courage, determination, and hope. Today, Nick Vujicic remains an example of human strength. His life shows that even in the most difficult situations, people can find purpose and inspire others.